Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 100% walkthrough for the Nintendo 64/3DS. In the last episode we did Madame Aroma's Search, and in this episode we're going to take on one of the optional dungeons or temples in this game. And first I'm just going to reset, but I'm going to share with you how many temples there are. There are, I believe, there's 7 temples and dungeons in this game that you have to do to complete the game. Now, there are 2 optional dungeons that you are not required to do, but they are going to help you 100% the game and are vital to getting 100% completion. So we are going to try and get those because we're 100% in the game. So yeah, the 2 dungeons that I'm talking about are the swamp, the 2 spider houses. There's a swamp spider house in the swamp that we have not gotten yet, and there's also a one in a different area. I'm not going to spoil the area because I don't want you guys to know what the area is, because it's no spoilers. So yeah, before I get the rupees, I'm just gonna play the inverted Song of Time, which, if I haven't played it yet in this Let's Play, is just the Song of Time, but the notes are all backwards. So instead of right A down, it's gonna be down A right. I think I have played it though, so you probably won't have to worry about that. I'm just gonna grab the 100 rupees. And there it is, because we actually need these rupees for a very specific reason. But I'm also going to grab the 100 that is in the bomber's hideout, because that 100 rupees is also really nice to have, just because you should be getting 200 rupees per day cycle, which means at the end of the game, once we eventually need 5,000 rupees, you're gonna have enough to get that all. So let's just get these rupees. Oh my god, can I just like jump? Okay, there we go. I don't know why that was so hard. But we need 3 things in order to do the swamp spider house. And that is, we're gonna need arrows, Deku sticks, and we're gonna need 2 magic beans. Now, I'm gonna show you where to get magic beans, because obviously, most likely, you're not going to want to travel all the way around the Deku Palace and go through like all of the entrances in order to get to the bean cellar. Now, there's a different person in the game that actually sells magic beans, so we're gonna need 2 of them from him. So that's also partially the reason why we're going to get these rupees. But first we're gonna play the Song of Soaring, and we're gonna soar to, I wonder where... No, I think we're gonna soar to Woodfall. I think that, yeah, definitely Woodfall. Oh, shoot, wait. We do need... What am I doing? Okay. Don't go to Woodfall. We need to go to, actually, the, Southern Swamp, because we need the magic beans. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so the magic beans that we're gonna buy are actually right over here by the Swamp Tourist Center. And if we talk to this man, Okay. This Deku Scrub, if you speak to him with the Deku Mask, he'll sell you magic beans for 10 rupees. So we're gonna take 2 of them. Now, another thing that you're gonna have to remember is that we're gonna need fresh water, which we have 2 bottles for. And this, the reason I did the cafe, Madame Aroma search, early is actually so we can get that second bottle, so we can have a far easier time doing this. So if we go all the way back here, back where the shooting gallery was, the swamp shooting gallery, there is a pond here that has some spring water, and we are going to need that. So fill up both of your bottles with spring water, and then make sure to put an item over it so you don't mess it up. But now that we've done that, if you want, you can warp to Woodfall and take the path again, or you can do what I do, and I'm gonna actually give you a far easier pathway to take. This should be a lot easier, the one I'm going to take. So we are going to go like around very slowly through the water, all the way until we get to the swamp Skulltula house, or whatever it's called. I don't actually know the exact name, I don't remember. I just call it the swamp spider house, even though it's like the Skulltula house or something. Okay, here we go. If we come over all these lily pads, we can go to this big wood thing. So then we can hop our way over to these flowers until we get to here. And here's where you're going to need to use your arrows that you got. Or I guess you could... Yeah, I don't think you can use the Deku Bubble, actually. But we're going to get rid of this Octo. Dang, he didn't die, huh? Get rid of the Octo so he doesn't bug us. But we're also going to shoot the big Octo with an arrow to kill him, so we can get around him, because he is like a barrier that blocks us to get into the poison area of the swamp, because obviously the swamp is poison. So after you kill the big Octo, you're going to be in the area where you jump down from Woodfall, and like right in front of the Deku Palace. So we're just going to follow these lily pads past the Deku Palace, and you're going to see this like almost beehive like building. I actually mentioned this area in a different video, and I showed this off, and I said we're going to have to come back here. But here's a sign, and it says, "The Fearful Spider House, dead ahead." Yeah, it's very dead ahead. So we are going to have to open this, but there's a spider web blocking the door. So we also have a torch here. I don't think I have a Deku Stick. Now, if you need Deku Sticks, if we come over here, behind this plant, there should be a grotto. And once we go into the grotto, there are some Deku Babas that you can easily kill to get some Deku Sticks if you need them. If you don't have any, like me, this is where you can find some, real close to like the actual area. Now that we've done that, I'm going to head back out to the spider house, and I guess basically just open it and get started. I mean, the spider house is actually pretty fun for me. I usually enjoy it. I'm actually gonna follow a guide just so I get them like in a decent order that makes sense and I don't forget any, because I'm more familiar with the 3DS version of this game, or the 3DS version of the spider house, so yeah. Oh, and also, if you need this the water from your bottles, you can also get that in the grotto, I think. Okay. So if we need to come out, we actually have to do that. But here we are. There's a dog here, which is kind of odd. But there's also Skulltula. But it doesn't look quite normal. So if we speak to it, help me! I'm not a monster. The spider's curse, it made me this way. I beg of you, in here, find them, all the gold ones, the cursed spiders, defeat them quickly. And when you defeat them, don't forget the spider token. It contains the spider's spirit. If you lift the curse, I'll teach you something good. Hurry, please. This is awful. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to have to do actually is... I actually got, I think, one too many bottles filled with all the stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the rock, and there's some bugs underneath the rock, and we can use the bottle to pick up the bug, and we catch bugs in a bottle, which we're going to need for this. It may sound really weird, but yes, it is required. But here we go. Let's go inside. Now, okay, the first Skulltula is at the bottom of the ramp, this ramp here, moving back and forth within the water, so... It's gonna be just chilling. Oh, here it is. I see it. It's just around in the water here. So that's the first gold Skulltula spirit. So you just hit it once with your sword, it dies. The second one is moving up and down along the pillar at the northeast corner of the room. So if this, I'm assuming that this is the south. Northeast corner of the room is over here. I don't believe it's this one actually, but okay, which side is this side on? Okay. Actually, it might be here. I just want to get them in order, like... I'm just not familiar with the order here. Okay, I'm looking at the sign here. I'm standing at the sign. What it's telling me is that this is the northeast corner, which doesn't seem right. Like, even though it says that, I still think that this is the correct one here. So I'm going to kill it once it comes back down. Make sure not to kill it when it's too high up. Because if it's too high up on the pillar, you're not going to be able to actually grab the token. So make sure to kill it when it's low, and you get your second gold Skulltula spirit. I'm still not sure if that's the correct one, but we'll find it. Oh, it's not. And in these two pots, on the right side of the ramp, you're going to find your third gold Skulltula. Actually, technically, it's the left side, but it doesn't matter. So, there's a soft soil patch on the wall at the east end of the room. I'm going to assume that this is the east end of the room. And, release the bugs from your bottle, and they crawl into the patch, catching a Skulltula. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick, actually, in this game. Oh, gosh, there's two. Okay. So we actually need to do two of them. But I'm going to show you a trick. So I'm going to empty out my other bottle of water, because I don't think we're going to need it quite yet. I guess we didn't need any spring water yet, it's telling me. But we have some bugs, as you can see here. Now, a cool thing about this game is that if we release our bugs, we just release them, it actually drops out 3 bugs, like 3 bugs spawn. So we can pick up one bug with one bottle, and then we can switch to the other bottle, and since the game spawned 3 bugs, we can actually pick up another one. So this is how you can duplicate bugs, and that sounded really weird. Duplicate bugs as in insects, and you're basically going to be able to get more. But if we release the bugs by this soft soil patch on the wall, they're all going to crawl into the soft soil, and a Skulltula is going to pop out, basically, and that is going to be another token. And then on the other end of the room, that's the 4th one. On the other end of the room, if we take more bugs, I'm just going to duplicate them again, because I think we actually need some more, too. So, if you're wondering how to do this, I just told you how. If you ever see me do this in the rest of the video, now you know what I'm doing. I just wanted to make sure that's clear, so you understand why I'm releasing the bugs in random spots of the area. So I'm going to drop them here by the soft soil spot. And they should go in, yeah. If you hear that little, like, trill sound, that little theme, then that means they're actually gonna go into the spot, and that is the 5th gold Skulltula. And as you can see, yeah, we also have a counter. Oh my god, counter, which is really nice. Okay, so now that we've done those two, we're gonna need one more bottle of bugs, but we're also gonna need one more bottle of spring water. And honestly, Jesus, there's one right here. I keep forgetting where you can actually get spring water. You can get it in this main center room. Okay. So be sure to get that before you keep progressing. But once you've gotten the first 5 Skulltula tokens, head through the door on the left side of the room. I'm going to assume that they're talking about this side. Yeah, they are. Okay. So, roll into the crate in the southwest part of the room to find a Skulltula. Oh, that's it. Okay. There's another one. That's the 6th one. And then at the northeastern part of the room, use a bomb or blast mask to blow up this boulder. So I'm going to use the blast mask, and there's a boulder right here we can use to blow it up. Okay, so we're gonna hold that off until later, but we're gonna plant a magic beam there. But there's also a gold Skulltula in this barrel here, next to the boxes next to the boulder. There's some. So now we're gonna use the first magic bean of the group. I was gonna plant them in there. Okay, there we go. Yep. All right, nice. And I'm gonna pull out the spring water, and we're gonna water the plant, because we definitely know that plants grow immediately after you water them. And once we ride the plant, it's gonna bring us to the western wall, where we're gonna find a Skulltula. And as you can see, there is a Skulltula, so it's gonna bring us along the wall, so we can actually kill the Skulltula. Just gonna get my bow out so we can shoot it early, so we can make sure to get it. Okay, and there's also one right over there. We're gonna be able to get that one later, but I'm just gonna climb up the ladder. Oh dang! Why didn't you get on the ladder, Link? Okay. Okay, now you're gonna see this large like tombstone in the center of the room, and of course you're probably gonna see the Skulltula that is just chilling on top of it. So we're just gonna wait for it to move again, and we're gonna jump on the lowest part of that, so we can actually make sure that we get a far enough jump. And that's the 9th. I think there's 30. I don't think I mentioned that yet. Okay, so now at the northeast corner of the room behind the torch, there's another Skulltula, and that should be it for this room. So we're actually going to need one more bottle of bugs, so you can backtrack to the entrance if you need to grab it. But once you're ready, head through the door to get back to the main chamber, now on the 2nd floor. Okay. So, we have one more bottle of bugs. And the next one. Okay. Okay, so now, at the northwest corner of the room, there's another one on this pillar. Here it is. And that is the 11th. Okay. Okay, found along the northern wall a bit higher up. Use an arrow or bubble to defeat the Skulltula. Then use the Deku Flower to grab the token. So, oh. I fell. Okay. I have to go back. But, there is a gold Skulltula, like, on the north wall. And I think on the south wall, too. But we're not going to get the south wall. No, there is only one on the north one. The south wall has an Easter egg where if you shoot it, you get rupees. But I don't need rupees. I already got 200 of them. So, it doesn't really matter to me. But, I'm going to use a bubble, because I actually am running pretty low on arrows. And I don't want to have to go back out of the place, because I don't think we need that many more arrows. I think we might need like 1 or 2 more. But I don't feel like having to do that. But after you shoot it, just get in this Deku Flower so you can ride onto this like pillar with another Deku Flower, which you can then use to glide over and grab the token. I'm gonna like swerve around here to get back to land. And now that we've done that, next we're gonna head to the eastern side of this the eastern side of the upper central room. And on the southeastern side, there is another soft soil patch, and we're gonna need to put bugs in this one as well. Okay. And once we do that, the bugs are gonna crawl into it. All the good stuff's gonna happen, and the Skulltula should pop out. Yep, there it is. Okay, that's the 13th. Now that you've done that, we can just head to that. I think that's all of the ones in the central room. Now that we've done that, we can just head to the east side. And in here, the first one we're gonna have to do, once you enter the room, you're still up on the upper platform. You're gonna have to take out your Deku mask and look up, and you're gonna see these 5 bees nets, or wasp nests, beehives, or whatever you want to call them. And 2 of them are holding gold Skulltula. So now I'm gonna use my bubbles, if I can even aim them correctly. I don't know which ones have the Skulltula, but I know that 2 of them do. So I'm kind of just guessing. I think some of them have bees in them, though. So it's kind of like, I don't know what it's called, like roulette with the gun, and they like shoot it. Some of them have blanks, some of them have bullets. I don't remember what that's called, that game is called, but oh, the bees are here. The wasps. The wasps. The wasps. Oh my god. He keeps getting in the flower. I just want to... Okay, there we go. That took way too long. Alright, so I'm going to keep shooting... There we go. Keep shooting these beehives. And... Did I shoot one of them that had a Skulltula? I can't remember. That's one of them. And that one has the other. Okay. The last 2 I shoot have the Skulltulas. That's pretty bad luck, but those are the 14 and 15 ones. Now, you're going to see there's 5 large pots in this room. So what we're going to have to do is one at the north end of the room, and the second from the south. So this one? No. This is the south end. That one has. Second from the south has one. And then the northern one has one, which is this one right here. Okay. And that is 16 and 17. Now, you're going to see these smaller pots at the south end of the room. There's also one in those. That's the 18th. And now at the north end of the room, we're going to slash this wall. You're going to see this, like, vine wall. It's kind of hard to see, but you can slash it with your sword, and there's another Skulltula back there. Now, you're going to see over here, in this Deku flower, there's a Deku scrub that's asleep. What's with that Deku scrub? It's just sleeping here like a lazy fool. What a pain. Now, we actually have a ocarina song that we can play. And it's the Sonata of Awakening, and that will actually wake the Deku scrub up. It's gonna get out of the flower, jump around a bit. It's gonna run, and then it's just gonna go into the floor. So now we can use this Deku flower to jump up here to this area, and up in this top area there is of course a Skulltula. I'm gonna have to wait for it to come all the way down like to the ground, because I don't have any way to grab it if I don't. And that's the 20th one. Okay, now, if you missed any of the soft soil spots with bugs, like any of the ones that are out in the central room or in any other room, this rock here has 3 bugs, so if you missed any, you can get some bugs there if you want some. Okay, now in this room, we're gonna slash a crystal switch, this one here, and that is going to make ladders for us to climb in case we want to get back up here. And in the center of the room, once again, there is 4 beehives that we're gonna have to shoot. I'm gonna guess that that one has one? No. I don't think these ones actually have any bees in them. But they might. Okay, I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be the north and the south beehives? None of the 2? No, okay. Well, I'm gonna jump down and kill this one before it runs away. And that is the 21st. I think they can't, like, disappear, but they can kind of, like, hide behind pots and stuff. And that can kind of throw me off sometimes because I, you know, don't know where it is. And I can't find it easily. So, that should be... Oh, is it only 1? Oh, it's only 1. Okay, well, that makes it a lot more reassuring. Now, I don't know why I took off the mask, but... On the ladder, obviously you saw it already when we activated the ladder, there's another one, just hanging along the wall, and we can just shoot it down and grab the token as we go. So, at the north end of the room, there's another Skulltula, but I'm just gonna break these 2 crates, because I'm too lazy, and, here it actually is. Going to... shoot it, and there's also one at this pillar here, on the, I want to say eastern, but I don't know. You don't have a map for this area, and you never get one, so it's really hard for me to say which side is eastern and western. Okay. That's the 23rd, and, here we go. Here's where we're gonna need another water. So we need to plant a magic bean in the soft soil spot. Luckily, we can get water by just going through this door at the bottom floor and coming out right here. There's just spring water in the central room, and we can just fill up our bottle, and that's really it for filling up things in our bottle. That should do it. There's nothing else that we should have to use our bottles for, or anything else that we need to grab, and we're about done. The last couple Skulltulas are in the next room. Okay, come on, plant it, Link. Okay, there we go. It's gonna grow. Just gonna get out the... No! I missed, didn't I? Please grow it. No, dang. Is it gonna disappear? If it disappears, I'm gonna get so mad here. Please, no. I think it stays. I think the game is smart enough to let it stay. I think this game isn't that old to the point where it'll disappear. Yes, it is still there. Okay. Make sure I do it correctly. It's that input delay. I clicked down on the C-stick, but it just didn't register. Okay. Now, this, bean plant is going to bring us up to the Skulltula. I forgot I'd have to kill it again. Okay. I didn't get the token, but I'll get it the next time I go up. Now, I don't think there's any way to get this Skulltula outside of using the magic bean plant, but you don't actually have to use a magic bean plant to go to the next room, because what you can do is actually just jump over here. But I don't know, I remember in the 3DS version not having to do that, but I think you do. I don't know why I remember not having to do that. But in this last room, there's, as you can see, a tree, and there are 2 beehives in the tree. The one to the northeast has a Skulltula inside. Is there only one? How did I take damage? Oh my god, okay. I think this is the No, that's not... If that's not the northeast, then... This is the northeast. That should be it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, kill it before it hides in the grass, because they're very hard to find once it's in the grass. And now, here we go. What we're going to have to do is we're going to roll into the tree with A, and ooh, there's one here. There's another one that's already crawling around in the grass. I think that's why I took damage, but it's like crawling around the grass. So what I recommend doing is just running around and spin attacking. But the last 4 are actually in this tree. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll into the tree. Roll into the tree. Oh my god. What? Roll into the tree. Oh my gosh. That's a really bad, like, hit box. Okay, there's one of them. There's one of them. Where's the other one? Where's the last one? So, now there's one last Skulltula. Around this room. Just have to find it. Oh, I found it. Okay. And that is the last Skulltula. You collected all the gold Skulltula spirits. The curse is now lifted. Now that the curse is lifted, we're gonna head straight back to the guy at the start of the room, and you're gonna see he's a human again. So we're gonna speak to him. Oh, I've been saved. I thought that I was going to die. You see, a while back, someone told me I could become rich, and he gave me this mask. He said the instructions were inscribed somewhere in here, but when I went to look, I was cursed. If I had known it would be such an ordeal, I never would have taken it. Here, take it, it's yours. He gives us the mask, and that is the Mask of Truth. This is the same mask that Sheikah spoke of. This mask allows you to hear and understand the wisdom of gossip stones and the thoughts of animals. I've had enough of this. As soon as I get it together, I'm going home. Okay, so, it said that this mask allows us to, like, hear the thoughts of animals. So if we pick up this dog, rough, stupid masters, his eye is always filled with greed and desire. So they'll talk to us, which is really cool. But that's actually going to be it for this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, that's really it. Subscribe, like the video. It really helps out a lot. And, yeah, goodbye.